Good morning, good morning. I just want to say welcome to this new series that I am calling Behind the Pulpit. So, I was invited for a speaking engagement in the next couple months, and I thought that I would document my process in preparing for that speaking engagement. I'm calling it Behind the Pulpit because Sunday in and Sunday out, some of us, not all of us, go to church and we listen and we receive from these messengers of God, from these pastors, these preachers, and these teachers, and we have no idea about what goes on behind it. What is their process before they're presented before us? And so I thought I'd document my process. This is my first ever speaking engagement to a group of about 35 women of Christ. And so this is episode 1. And so I'm calling this episode Consecration. So, as I have a couple months out, I am being intentional about my consecration. Consecration means the process of becoming more holy. And when I say the word holy, I don't mean perfect. I don't mean angel. I don't mean holier than thou. I mean holy as in set apart for good use and for God's use. And so I got to do some cleaning house. Transparently, I got to do some cleaning house. So far, I have deleted unnecessary apps. So I've deleted Instagram and my dating apps. I have also been intentional about my food intake. So no processed sugar. No chips, no snacks, no anything that God did not make. Anything that if he came back, he's like, I don't know, that's not my hands. That, not eating it anymore. I'm being intentional about my consumption as it relates to media and pleasure. So the music that I listen to for this time, I'll only be listening to worship music of various forms. So CCM, African worship music, Black American worship music, Caribbean worship music, Latin worship music, all of the things. But just no secular music, not because of hate, not because of shade, just because during this time I want to hear clearly from God before I am to speak as his mouthpiece. I'm also going to be intentional about the media I consume. So for my entertainment, just things that are set apart. So I'm not watching no shows with no premarital sex. I'm not watching any shows with fornication. I'm not watching any shows, all sorts of stuff. No. If anything, I'm just watching things that are clean. Clean. That's all. Another thing I'm being intentional about is just my expectancy. So in this consecration process, I spend 8, if not more, hours of my day at work. So I have a notebook that I've set aside only for this. In the Bible, when we learn about David, we first learn about him while he is working as a shepherd. When Samuel is coming to the house of Jesse looking for the next king, David is at work. And so it is not lost on me that I can receive revelation at work, that I can be touched by something, moved, or have thoughts come into my mind while I am at work. And so I'm creating that space to jot them down, to be expectant for it, and all of those things. One other thing, appearance. So I usually get my lashes done every 2 weeks, and I'm feeling a nudge of the spirit. I'm feeling a nudge of the spirit to stop doing my lashes. Still seeking the Lord because I love getting my lashes done. Still seeking the Lord to see whether or not that is something that is of him or someone else. But yeah, I just wanted to document, and I don't know the consistency of this documentation, but I just thought sometimes you just have no idea what goes on behind the scenes before your pastor comes to speak, before a motivational speaker, all of those types of things. So I'm documenting the journey. Thank you. The things that you will not see. You're not going to see me at church. You are not going to see me praying unless it's part of something separate. You're not going to see my intimate time with the Lord. You're not going to see me worshiping. Why? Those are just intentional choices for me to be with God wholly and fully. And for me, that is a time that is just set apart for Him. So, you're going to see everything else. You're going to hear my reflections and thoughts and all that type of stuff. But yeah, so I'm excited to be documenting this, and I'm excited to just be able to look back at this process as well. Anyway, hope you have a blessed Monday and you're expectant for beautiful, miraculous things today. Talk soon.